Have you ever thought that the people you work with are your friends? You go to work every day, greet everyone with a smile, and you might think everyone there is your friend. Well, think again. The truth is, not everyone at your workplace is your friend. It is a hard pill to swallow, but the best thing you can do is do your work, get paid, and go home. Let's talk about why it is so important to understand this. Are you ready? Let's dive right in. Hi everyone, welcome back to Diverse Discovery. I am Rashida Al-Hassan, a facilitator, a mentor, and a lifelong learner. Today we are tackling a big one, workplace friendships. But let's be real for a minute. You spend a lot of time at work, probably more than you spend with your family or friends sometimes. So it is natural to form bonds with colleagues. But the thing is, just because you laugh during break times or exchange pleasantries during meetings doesn't mean you are friends. It doesn't mean those people have your best interests at heart. Work is still work, and not everyone is rooting for your success. In fact, just because you spend 8 hours a day or more with your co-workers, it doesn't mean you are friends. The workplace can sometimes be a competitive environment where everyone is looking out for themselves, and that is not a bad thing. It is just the nature of work. People are there to meet their goals, get promotions, and succeed. And sometimes your success might clash with theirs. So while it is great to get along with people, expecting deep friendship from everyone at work, that means setting yourself up for disappointment. Have you ever noticed how people's attitude change when there is a promotion on the line or an opportunity at the workplace? The same people you thought were your work friends might suddenly go quiet, or worse, they could try to undermine you. Have you experienced that? If not yet, don't worry. It is more common than you think. Now let's look at the difference between colleagues and friends. Your colleagues are people you work with to achieve a common goal, which is the success of a company or an organization. Your friends, on the other hand, are people you trust outside of the work. They have got your back no matter what, even if there is nothing in it for them. See the difference? At work, people may be nice to you because it benefits them. Maybe they need your help to get something done. Or maybe being close to you makes their job easier. But outside of that, they might not even think about you. Think about it. How many of your work friends do you actually hang out with after work hours? How many of them really check on you when you are having a tough time? Probably not as many as you think, right? Now let's take a look at the dangers of trusting everyone at work. When you start trusting people at work like they are your personal friends, you open yourself up to all kinds of issues. Let's say you confide with your colleague about your frustration with your boss or how you are not happy with a project. You feel better because you have vented, right? But what happens when that same colleague of yours goes behind your back and tell your boss everything you said? Suddenly, you have got a target on your back and your reputation is at stake. Has anything like that happened to you before, where you thought you were just talking casually and suddenly that conversation was used against you? It is more common than you think, and it is a reminder to always be cautious. Now please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't talk to anyone at work or be a lonely person. No. You can still be polite, professional, and even have good times with your colleagues. But remember, boundaries are important. Now let's get into the how. How do you balance being friendly but professional? How do you avoid getting too close while still building good working relationships? Here are the key steps to take. 1. Keep your conversations work-centered. When you're at work, try to focus your conversations on tasks, goals, and projects. Sure, it is very okay to talk about your weekends or share a quick joke, but be mindful of oversharing personal details. Remember, not everyone at your workplace needs to know about your private life. The more personal information you share, the more you risk people using it against you, either by gossiping or by throwing it back to your face during a disagreement. Have you ever confided in someone at work, only to later hear your personal story floating around your workplace? It is a terrible feeling, right? That is what I'm talking about. 2. Set clear boundaries. This one is a very huge one. Let's say someone wants to hang out with you after working hours or invite you to a weekend event. It's fine to go, but always keep in mind that they are a colleague first. That means you need to set limits. Don't let your work life spill over your personal life too much. And remember, if things go south in your personal interactions, it could make your work uncomfortable. You don't want to lose professionalism because your relationship outside your work took a wrong turn. Keep an emotional distance when you can. If you notice someone asking you for too much personal information, it is very okay to steer the conversations back to work. For example, if someone asks you about your weekend plans and you don't feel comfortable to share it, just say, "I'll tell you later. Let's focus on work now." 3. Avoid gossip. It is a trap. Gossip is one of the biggest traps in any workplace. It might start harmlessly. So you are sitting with a group, someone mentions another colleague, and before you know it, you are pulled into a conversation about someone's personal life or performance. Trust me, it is never worth it. And here is why. The same people gossiping with you today could be gossiping about you tomorrow. And in the long run, when you are constantly seen as part of the gossip circle, it can damage your reputation. Even worse, it can make you lose focus on what really matters, your work. So if someone brings gossip to you, simply say, "I am not interested in talking about that. Let's focus on what we can control." It is an easy way to shut down the conversation and shows that you are not getting involved in unnecessary drama. 4. Do your work and do it well. At the end of the day, the main reason you are at work is to do your work. You are there to provide value, hit targets, and contribute to the success of your work. So make sure your performance is always top-notch. Don't get distracted by who is being friendly or not, or who is being distant, or who is playing office politics. Focus on what you can control, your work. Get it done, meet your deadlines, and go home with your peace of mind, knowing you have done your best. When you consistently do your work well, your work speaks for itself, and people start to respect you for your professionalism, not for how friendly you are. So you can keep a daily checklist of what you need to accomplish. This way you can stay focused and don't let workplace distractions get in the way of your performance. 5. Be friendly and not familiar. Be approachable and kind, but not too familiar. You can be friendly with your colleagues without crossing the line into deep friendship territory. It is great to help out, offer advice, or work together on projects, but don't feel obligated to build close personal relationship with everyone. Some people might have their motives, especially in competitive work environments. So keep your professional face on during work hours. Smile, be polite, and engage with others, but keep a bit of distance. If someone asks too many personal questions, you can politely decline by saying, "I would rather keep that private. Thanks for asking." This approach is not about protecting your career, it's about protecting your mental health. Workplace drama, gossips, disappointments can be emotionally draining. When you keep a professional distance and focus on your work, you reduce the risk of unnecessary stress. You are able to go home and truly relax without carrying emotional baggage of workplace conflicts or friendship betrayals. Doesn't it sound so much better? So just focus on your work, avoid the drama, and keep your peace of mind. You deserve that kind of peace. If this video helped you to rethink on how you approach workplace relationships, then you are going to love all other videos on this channel. Do well to check each video out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification so you don't miss any upcoming video. Thanks for watching Diverse Discovery with Rash. But remember, life is a tapestry of diverse experiences, and here at Diverse Discovery, we are weaving it together. Until next time, keep exploring, stay inspired, and keep discovering. I'll see you in my next one. For now, bye.